We are following breaking news from Colombia, where a powerful and deadly earthquake has caused significant damage in the western part of that country. At least 47 people have been killed, according to authorities. Buildings have collapsed, and rescue workers and other residents are searching for people now trapped in the rubble. Colombia's Geological Service said the earthquake struck with a magnitude of 7.4. Its epicenter was located in a community about 400 kilometers west of the capital. Tremors also shook neighboring Ecuador, Venezuela, and Panama. Let's take you to Colombia right now. I'm joined by journalist Manuel Reda in the capital and largest city, Bogota. Manuel, what is the latest you are hearing on the quake and rescue efforts?
Hi, Karina. Yeah, well, the latest now is the municipal governments in the cities most affected, which are west of Bogota, Cali, Pereira, and Manizales. They're saying they have people trapped under the rubble, and they're trying to get rescue teams there to work with them. You know, the casualty count, unfortunately, could increase in the following hours. It's still early on. Colombia actually has a new president that was just sworn into office 2 days ago, and he's saying he will personally oversee the efforts and set up command centers in several of these areas that have been affected. Now, there's some areas, for example, Cali, it's a city of 2 million people. It has an airport. It'll be fast for rescue teams to get to a place like that. But the place at the epicenter, for example, is a very small community without a big airport. So in that case, it could take longer for rescue teams to get there. So we're going to be seeing several, I guess, different kinds of difficulties for the cities that have experienced the quake.
Yes, obviously. What are people on the ground telling you amidst all this devastation?
So what people on the ground are saying is that many people are saying that they don't want to go back into their buildings. They want them to be inspected by engineers. Some buildings have presented cracks, so people are worried about structural damage. So what you see is lots of people just hanging out outside their buildings. I mean, I was talking to someone in Cali who ran away from the 11th floor with his family and their 2 daughters, the 3 dogs, and they're just staying out there, basically, being cautious. So what might happen, later today, it's still, it's still midday here, but what will happen later is that local governments will have to find ways to shelter some of the people that can't go back into their homes and don't have anywhere else to go right now. So I think this will be a complex operation. The quake perhaps was not as destructive as it might have been because it was 80 kilometers underground. So it wasn't close to the surface. When they're close to the surface, as occurred in Venezuela in June, they can be even more powerful and more destructive.
Well, thanks very much for updating us on what's happening there on the ground, Manuel. Journalist Manuel Reda in Colombia's capital.